What's up, guys? Welcome to the video. Now, I know y'all see this is a different environment. Look at the muscle. Oh, damn. I'll be in the gym, but I'm telling you. But y'all see it's a different environment. This is officially the video of the build. How much money have I put into this car? 416, Procharger, even like labor, tuning, things like that. Except for anything that's cosmetic, like, you know, ZL1 bumper and wheels, carbon fiber hood, things like that. I just added all this stuff up, and it's extremely upsetting and surprising. All I'm gonna say is I could have purchased another fucking car with as much money as I put into the engine itself, just the engine. Crazy. And it's crazy to think that I'm gonna put another $5,000 into it because I gotta do the fueling upgrades. And we actually, that'll be a different video coming. There's something going on with the car, and I'm gonna make a video about it. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, we're gonna start with like the little small stuff. Not necessarily just small stuff. I kind of just made a list. I kind of started with the small stuff at first, but it gets into the big stuff, of course. But anyways, all right, so we have our auxiliary pump. I got it from SMG, the SMG Speed auxiliary pump. If you guys don't know, it's like a secondary like pump, like it's an auxiliary pump. It helps the original pump. That was $1,000. And these are just parts, not labor. I'm gonna add up labor at the end. I already got the total for like labor and tuning. Like, I already got that. Alright, CHE. That's the upgrades that go into the rocker arms. That was $230. LT4 injectors, I paid $550 for those. LT4 pump, that's the in-tank pump that goes inside the gas tank. That was only $200. Luckily it was, I mean, the LT4 pump is pretty cheap. It's pretty efficient too. You can make some good power with it, but at my power level right now, I'm running out the shit at 780 to the wheels. But anyway, LT4 high side pump. This one hurt my chest when I purchased this shit. It was $1,000 for just a pump. We have a catch can. I actually have to buy a Mighty Mouse. What is it? Mighty Mouse Wild catch can. I have a mild right now because I was naturally aspirated for the last like 4 years. When I first built the 416, I need to go wild because it's not good enough for the boost. Anyways, that was $300. High ram, $600. That's just the high ram itself. When I did purchase the high ram, I did purchase the it wasn't a 103 throttle body. It was for the I forget what millimeter it was, like 89 millimeter. It was something like that. It wasn't a 103 though. It was whatever other option they have for the Gen 5s. It was that one. I did end up getting it ported, so now it takes a 103. That was an extra $300. I could have just saved money if I would just got the 103. But anyways, things change over time with my build. Things changed a lot with my build. Like, I was never supposed to get boosted until like I got boosted. But anyways, high round spacer. That's a spacer that just heightens the plenum. Like, it just makes it taller. Not makes it taller. I'm saying like it don't do nothing. You can see some kind of horsepower increase. It just depends on your setup. It was only $200. Like it was a 1-inch spacer. Throttle body $700. I do have a Nick Williams. K-Tech, they both have problems, but K-Tech tends to go out more versus the Nick Williams. It's practically the same chip and the same like body, but I don't know why, but Nick Williams tends to have better reputation, so I went with that. ATI balancer, that's what I installed when I did the Procharger. I wasn't going to do it at first, but I'm just kind of like, it's more of an insurance. It dampens up the vibrations that the crankshaft make, so it's safer. It's like a safer option. Like it's protection for the engine. Yeah, that was $550 just by itself. We did upgrade the Johnson lifters. I was running the LS7 style lifters since I got the 416, so I've been running those for like 4 years. We went ahead and changed those to Johnson since we going boosted. $550. We did upgrade to ARP head studs. That was $425. That was a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but that was the price. My two-step system was $280. It don't really count, but it technically is a part of the engine. It's still an engine mod in a way. let me not say that, because like I'm really have some cars, I'm really have some gearheads in my comments saying, oh, it's not part of the engine. It's not, but it is an add-on that I did for the engine. But anyways, E85 kit. I got the Leap the Garage one. It was $250. I did go with Texas Speed headers, $600, but when I added my X pipe, they was saying that it wouldn't weld to the Texas Speed, or it wouldn't fit or something. So we went to like an entire like speed engineering system, because that's the X pipe I had. So they swapped it out from another car to mine, and then gave the Texas Speed to that car. I kind of was upset about that, because if you guys know, speed engineering and Texas Speed quality is like miles apart in difference. Like, it's Texas Speed is way better. So my good quality part got traded for speed engineering parts. But I mean, overall the car sound good, so it's whatever. Anyway, so this is what you guys are waiting for. This is more of the bigger stuff. The Forge 416. Now this includes the machine shop that basically made into a 416. They machined it to a 416. Bigger pistons, longer rods, depending on, you know, your setup or whatever. Forged crankshaft, all that is forged. So 7,500 includes the labor for the machine shop, also includes the entire rotating assembly. So like I just said, that'll be like rods, pistons, crankshaft essentially, and the labor for machine shop. So that was $7,500. We reused my old block, so I kind of saved money at the time. Yeah, I did. I saved, like, I saved a good chunk of money, honestly. He kind of did everything as a deal. I'll get more into it as I get to that part of the list. But the Procharged head unit D1X, it was $1,200. So they had a guy that went from the D1X to, I think he went to a F1 A94, which is probably the biggest head unit you can put on a Gen 5 like stock engine, unless you actually change out the engine. That's like one of the biggest Procharged you can put. So he went to a F1. I grabbed his D1X. So he wanted like 15 for it, but I ended up offering 12 and he took it. So it's a used head unit. Didn't have many miles on it. I think only had like 1,000 miles on it before he switched. But $1,200. And that did not come with the kit. So it was just a blower and bracket. That's all he included. So the Procharged kit was $6,000. That includes the big red blow-off valve, the race intercooler, piping, tubing, V-band clamps, practically like belts, like whatever else is needed to make the kit complete. It was $6,000. And if you guys know, I did have to get the transmission rebuilt. I got it rebuilt probably, that was when I stayed in that apartment. So I probably would say a year, maybe a year and a half or maybe 2 years ago, I got it rebuilt. I had a whole video on that. It was like $6,000, but yeah, I paid $55.75. I'm pretty sure that extra $300 and something was like labor or tuning or something like that. Yeah, because I know I made a video about it and I put 6,000. It was 5575 what I got right here. The converter, we went with a Circle D converter. The thing is it is a naturally aspirated converter, so it is a smaller converter versus a boost application converter will be a bigger stall converter, like actually like in physical like size it will be bigger. I may have to change it out because I am getting some shuttering with the Procharged. But anyways, I got a deal on it. He did $1,000. Also the PRC heads, I pay $1,000 for those too. So the heads, converter, and the 416 was all pretty much in the deal, like a bundle. He was kind of running a special at the time, so I hopped on that. I got a custom grind Texas Speed cam for $350. Head gasket, fluids, wires, plugs, etc. Like just little micro things that, you know, is required to, you know, rebuild the engine or run the engine, things like that. All that I chopped it up to $1,000. I'm pretty sure maybe a little more but $1,000 is fine. Now, labor and tuning. Now, when I say labor and tuning, tuning happened multiple times. As in, when he built the 416, it got tuned. When he put the fueling upgrades in, it got tuned. When he put the Procharger on, it got tuned. When he installed, like, initially when he installed my, what was it? Was it the, I think it was the high ram throttle body and stuff like that, it got tuned. So, my car got tuned like maybe 3 or 4 different times. And labor is from the 416 Procharger. Basically, since my car was at brewer speed, like when I first started out, yeah, when I first got the 416 and on, it's like labor. So I paid labor like probably like 4 different times, because when I did the fueling upgrades, they had to drop the tank. They had to do a lot of things, like a lot of things at a lot of different times. But I chopped that up to $5,150. Yeah. So now this is just the engine. Everything I just listed is just the engine. As in, like I said, 416 Procharger, fueling upgrades, high ram, throttle body, E85, like all that. All the money I paid to Brewer Speed and Racing comes to a total of $36,510. $36,510. $36,510. Y'all, when I tell you, I sit here and I was sitting here for about 30 minutes adding all this stuff up, tallying it up, like for the 416, like everything I spent with these people. $36,000 is a little ridiculous. I could have got a whole like second Camaro, like a brand new off the lot. I could have got another Camaro, but that will be including like my carbon fiber hood, that was $2,000. My wheels, that was like $3,000. Side skirts, ZL1 bumper, ZL1 wing, tail lights, like all that cosmetic stuff. That's like an extra $4,000 in stuff, or $4,000 or $5,000 in parts. So that, like, total in this car, I got like $41,000 in this car. I definitely could have got a second Camaro. But I mean, that's what comes with hobbies like this. You spend a lot. Luckily, it wasn't all at one time. Most of the stuff was at one time. Like the 416, I think I dropped like damn near $10,000 on all that. Procharger, sat there and dropped another $7,000 or $6,000. And we talk about the maintenance and stuff, like in between the bills and going to the shop and all that. Like, I'm not talking like oil change and stuff like that. Like shit be breaking on my car, so I be having to replace stuff. Like I remember when I broke my axles, I broke a rear differential. Rear differential itself was like, I think the carrier assembly was like $3,500. But I got it done at Chevrolet. But it's been, I mean, the rear end been running pretty good lately. I really got no complaints about that. I got that thing installed like, I think it was before the 416. So it was like 5 years ago, almost. But no, it wasn't, because I was in an apartment. So it wasn't 5 years ago. It was more like 3. But yeah, $36,510. I'm pretty sure. And I'm feeling like I probably left something out. I don't know entirely what yet, but I'm pretty sure I left something out. And I'm gonna randomly think of it like sometime tomorrow or something. I'm gonna randomly think about it like, damn, I forgot to put it in the video. But yeah. So with $36,000, give or take that transmission rebuild, that was like $5,000 or $6,000, something like that. Really, to make, we actually made 780 wheel horsepower before we ran out of fuel pump. So it took around, without the transmission, probably like $31,000 to make 780 wheel horsepower on a 2016 Camaro SS. Built 416 Procharger D1X. I love saying that combination. I don't know if y'all know, but I love saying that combination, honestly. But yeah, it took that much money to make that kind of power. Now, as in for future upgrades, I am planning on doing port injection. If you guys don't know what that is, these cars come with direct injection systems, as in you can only get so much fuel out of that, versus port injection. Port injection, you can get a lot more fuel out of that. Now, if you combine the two, you get a ton of fucking fuel. So what that's going to allow is, that's going to allow me to give the car way more fuel. If I can give the car way more fuel, I can give it way more air. As in, I'll just go to a smaller pulley on the Procharger and spin it faster. Now, with everything is forged, so I can pretty much turn it up all the way. So if I had to give a guess, after I do port injection, which will be another like $5,000, yeah, I can definitely like expect 900, maybe 950 wheel horsepower. The problem with that is, I'm already at 780. I may have to rebuild the transmission. I have been feeling a little slippage or like shuddering in the transmission, so I may just have to go with like a stage 2 or stage 3 from RPM or something. I'm gonna have to get that rebuilt eventually. I'm pretty sure those clutch packs are getting burnt by that Procharger. But anyway, that's another video for another day. But that's the end of this video. If you guys like it, like it. If you don't like it, then just go about your day. Don't dislike it. But anyways, this has been a video that's been like, it's been a long time coming, honestly. I've been trying to make this video for a while, but it's like I'm always adding something. Like I'm always getting this done, or the car is going to the shop and getting this done, or it's like I'm just busy with life, or this video has been a long time coming. I finally got it done. Of course, if I do more upgrades in the future, I will make another video. But as of right now, as of today's date is May 14th, 2026. As in today, this is how much I spent on the car. I should have just got a whole nother car. Imagine if I saved this money and sold the Camaro, I could have got a car that was like $70,000. I could have, well, no, because that's like ZL1 money, and I'm making more power than the ZL1. And my car more fun, and it make more fun noises. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of this video. If you guys like, if you don't like, just go on about your life. I will see you guys in the next video.